Intro.
Are we live?
And we're live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the UK Vape Show. I just spat that it went absolutely everywhere. I don't know what are we on,
316.
316. As you can see, we are Vicless. Yes, Vic is not very well. His belly's been playing up and he's leaking out of all ends. So he's not.
We are free roaming.
He's not too good. So you have got us three for a bit of a fun-filled afternoon, evening. So I have not had a beer yet. An
or
evening,
morning.
or morning, whichever, wherever you're watching it. You could be watching it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You could be far away. So we will do like we normally do. We'll go around and we'll do the buffet. We'll start off with Sean. What are you vaping on?
Nice and simple, same as always. Drag Max, my usual, which is about to give up the ghost. The battery door is going again.
Wait a minute.
Fourth one.
Sean, sorry.
What?
You've got the wrong fucking t-shirt on.
It's the wrong week.
It's Thursday.
Fuck shit and monkey tits.
Fucking, he's got rid of his Iron Man t-shirt, hasn't he?
Pair of them as well. I'm sorry, Scuba.
Yeah, I know. Me Thursday t-shirt's in the wash, sadly, because I wore it on Wednesday.
Don't talk about washing. Look at these hands, the red raw.
Yeah, so Drag Max in red. In there, I have got some Ribery lemonade. Bush. I am also on the SL2 with the Haku Taku on top. In there, I have got some lemon meringue.
Mm-hmm.
And I am also on the G2. And in there, I have got some of the lovely Shy Tots Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc?
Mont
I always
Blanc.
think of Friends when you say that.
Matt LeBlanc.
Mont LeBlanc. And that's me.
LeBlanc. Over to the wonderful Adam from Great.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say Great Vapes. No, it's not that anymore.
No.
I've got tits.
It's RetroVapeTV.
Yes.
I know who you are.
How does it feel? Someone staring behind you. I'm going to say. Oh, Scuba, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, even though we are.
Do you know who he is in?
I know who he is.
Does anyone else know who I am?
I know who you are. I know exactly who you are.
This is why we're not Vicless, by the way. We are Vicless this evening, and we all wish him the best wishes, and hopefully is okay. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What I am on this evening is
drugs.
Yeah. I've got the Boost Plus, and in that I have got some of Riot Squad's brand spanking new black label passion fruit and rhubarb. I think I ran it last week as well. It is incredible. It is just mind-blowingly nice. Most people do rhubarb with rhubarb and custard. Passion fruit and rhubarb really works. It is absolutely banging. Then I'm on the G2, just the same with the twisted triples, still same as last week. Some wonderful Amatorium manna in there, banana custard. Oh, just absolutely.
I need to do a build because he's a decent guy, Graham, and he fucking brought me a bottle. He messaged me before Expo, brought me a bottle, and I need to get a build put in some.
Which one have you got?
Lemon Pocket.
Oh, Lemon Pocket's really good. It does.
He's the only one when he's at an Expo makes me feel well for drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The best thing about Graham is
the
like
guy's a machine.
Every single snippet of video that I took over the weekend, Graham's just walking past me in the background going,
yeah, I'm out.
Literally walks past me. He walked up to me in Premier Inn. Graham, first time I have ever met him in person. He just walked up to me and went, "Thank you for that review." And I went, he'd not got his Amatorium t-shirt on at time. And I'm like, "Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome." And
did he have his cardigan on?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Well, when we were going to the awards, and he kind of walked through, and I went, "Yeah, thanks." Thinking we were just walking straight over to the bar, and he went, "It's Graham from Amatorium." I'm like, "Sound." I
think it was either the Thursday night or the Friday night after we'd had a really good beer. Should have seen him in the morning. I thought I look rough, and he was like, "God, I feel rough."
It was the Saturday morning, wasn't it?
It's Saturday morning.
Yeah, it was the Saturday morning after we'd done the Vape Round Awards, and we were all drinking outside. Yeah, he was. I mean, I tell you one of the funniest things about Graham. Do you know this thing about Flat Cap where he's dead tall?
Yeah.
I had a feeling with Graham that he was going to be tall. I don't know why. I have no idea. You draw like a mental image of people, don't you? All you ever see is the head, and you draw like a mental image, and Graham's tiny.
Yeah, he's tiny.
And then I just when I've worked out where he went, I've got something for you upstairs. I thought I've heard people say things like this to me before. Don't get him back in that van again. But he brought me a bottle.
And he didn't have any sweets.
He didn't have any sweets. There were no puppies.
Yeah, you were a puppy.
But he gave me a bottle of Manor and a bottle of the Beguile, which I haven't tried, the Raspberry Ripple.
He gave me some Kendall mint cake, which I'd already reviewed, and he actually gave me some actual Kendall mint cake. I think it's over there somewhere.
Is a legend.
Kendall mint
and then
cake's
to
amazing.
finish, I'm on a disposable, actually. I'm on the Click Clack by Element, which is actually 2.
Clicky clacky. It's still going as well.
Yeah, still going. But it's dual flavour.
What flavour you got?
The super sour and raspberry lemonade. But they try and be quite clever with it because it's got 600 puffs on that bit there. But when you put them together, 1,200 puffs.
How would that work?
It doesn't. You're still getting 600 puffs.
Yeah,
but
that's
you're
what I was
getting it
thinking.
doubly in your mouth.
Doubly in your mouth.
You're getting DP'd in your mouth from 600 puffs.
DP'd in the mouth.
But
Exactly what you want on a Thursday evening, isn't it?
it's literally on its way out. But that's it. That's all I'm on.
After you've done 6 loads of washing today, it's terrible. And that was Adam from RetroVape TV, who I know who he is. We are on the DNA 100 from Geek Vape. This is the pod mod. And in there I have got, which was mentioned, you're on about a rhubarb. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is Whiplash from Shitos. Award-winning. This juice isn't award-winning, but the cherry was at the Vape Expo. And this is tea and rhubarb, which is really, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous, that. A nice little, that might come a bit later, a little tingly one in your mouth. We've got the Soulkeeper with the Tallow X. Now, if anybody wants a cheap RDA with a lovely smooth airflow, this Tallow X is absolutely fantastic with the Soulkeeper. And on there, I have got some Neon Sauce, the Snob, which is really nice. This has got some champagne in it, guava, and some red berries. And then on the Hadron Light with the Supreme V3 on there, I've then got some Rochford Project Midnight Oil. Are we seeing how this is going?
Yeah.
We'll see how this is going. I've got the Gen 80S with some of Amatorium's Banana, the actual banana custard.
Oh, it's amazing. It's literally amazing.
Gorgeous. Really, really nice. We've then got the Gen 200S. In there, we have got some of Grizzly's Jizz,
Oh,
which is always nice. We've then got the new Oxford Origin 2. But in there, we have, again, I think these are an actual English company. Yeah, they are. Look, we've got the, it is Top Salts, and this is a spearmint.
going to be ready for the post bag just now.
And last but not least, we've got this one in the fit. I always get this one mixed up. It's the Air. It's the Air one. It's the Gen Air 40 with my normal pucker juice blaze. I thought I'd just like sort of pad it all out because there weren't one flavors.
So what's coming up for review? Because I'm guessing all of that.
Apart from apart from the obviously the Soulkeeper, I've had that for quite a while.
It's a good old lineup. Now, obviously, Vic isn't with us this week, but that didn't stop him going out and working, even though he's poorly today. I don't know if you've got anything.
Okay, go on.
He's,
but yeah.
What?
Hey, what?
There you go, bro. You can do it. No, sorry, I didn't put sharing on.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Look at it.
Yeah, so Vic has been out with a new job again. Because that's how
Probably
he
why he's
rolls.
poorly.
Because that's how he rolls. He's obviously out testing the waters to see if there's anything out better for him than YouTube. Because contrary to popular belief, YouTubing is a proper job if it's all you do and that's how you pay your bills.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Vic, coming up to all the obviously last week we seen that he was obviously dishing out bans on YouTube, Scottish YouTube Scotland. That was this week. He has been doing this. Hang on, let me remember which screen I'm on. There. There he is.
No wonder it's poorly.
He has been pushing trolleys about at Tesco. Now the problem is, he said to me yesterday he was sick to death of putting pounds in the trolley because for some reason he was taking them one by one each time to the trolley park, and he was putting £1 in each time, forgetting to take the pound out. So now he's skinned.
No wonder it's poorly though. Touching all them trolleys without the sanitizer.
Yeah,
he's been working with Cheech.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is only a joke. Do not send me anything over Twitter. I am only joking.
Yeah. He's also lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
If
I'm going to say that.
And also his neck's gone. It looks like Dudley Small.
Do
you know how he got that T-shirt on? Somebody had to put a finger up his arse. So, oh, bang! I'm here. You're like a
he's got the face for it as well. At that point, he's got the face for it, as if someone has just lollipopped him.
Yeah, he didn't enjoy it very much. He said it was costing far too much money to stay doing that job. So he is unfortunately back to YouTubing again.
Hey, Vindictive Flame. I'll tell you what, I've got two of my mates who have done the trolley and stuff, and they've made loads. You know, like when they've gone up to the car and gone, so do you want to take that fee? And they go, keep the pound. He says you can make some right money for it. It's a job. Like at the end of the day, all joking apart.
Oh, yeah.
It's a job.
I mean, this is the thing. They're all proper jobs. Proper jobs. And obviously, as we know, we've been told many a time before that Vic needs to get a proper job. So we're testing him out on other proper jobs.
Yeah. And the thing is, no wonder, like I said, no wonder it's poorly. Ladies and gentlemen, right? If you haven't already, get yourself over. If you watched it before the show, get yourself over to Little Bro Vapes, right, and watch one of the best Expo vlogs I've seen yet.
Thank you.
It is brilliant, and honestly, I think it encapsulates, which is the word for this evening. It encapsulates the whole feel and vibe for Expo for us, rather than the business side of it, of what it turned out to be. And I just think you've done an absolutely cracking job. I did like the sort of fourth wall breaking kind of stuff that you did. I really, really, really
My
enjoyed
dog
it.
stepped on a bee.
What do you mean? What do
Yeah.
The fourth wall or the bee? Yeah.
It was it was a good vlog, if I'm honest. Really, really good. Like the kind of idea that you captured all the social side was what got me. I loved that because, like I say, we go for the social anyway, don't we? You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. We normally go for Expo, but obviously Expo wasn't the what we expected this year.
But
hopefully,
like I do say on it though is please, give it a chance.
I have two, Ling.
It's the first time, isn't it? Since after lockdown, and just give it a chance.
There was so many contributing factors that was gonna make it that way. You know, there was COVID. Obviously, people have been locked up for 2 years. You know what I mean? Financial situations, the way money's been going up, but it was nice that the social side of it was caught on the vlog.
Do you know what I didn't get on? I wish I did. Mick from Late Night Vape Shows on. I wish we'd have got something when we were sat in that van.
It would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny as well. Now, Mick is a big lad. Now, I'm not small, I'm wide, and neither's Grizz, but he was sat in the driver's seat. We'd all had a beer. Obviously, he didn't have any keys. It was so we were quiet. And we just had a chat. And I was like, udged up on its side. I've got a gear stick stuck up my arse. I'm thinking, please don't move that handbrake. And Mick's next to me. We had a right good old giggle and a good old beer, didn't we?
I was watching. Is it the UK mixing show the other day, and Mick was on about the fact that you said, oh, the gear sticks up my ass. He said, but he waited half an hour to tell us.
Of course I did. It was in reverse.
Not for long, it wasn't, mate.
No. We did that on the Friday night, and then the Saturday night was hilarious as well. There were pugs, there were loads of people around there, and there were Mick, and there was Shrek, Vape Reviews, and this mad Frenchman that were on that Coil Benders. That was just a mad night as well. That was funny as hell.
But I think that's the thing. It's what that's what people like kind of a lot of the time don't see in it. The people that just go for a day don't see all the giggles and the shit like that on night time, and that's what I liked about your vlog. It was kind of all about that, really.
Matthew, yeah, Bunny was there as well, and Darren, Matthew.
The thing with it, and this is obviously we were on a bit of an Expo come down last week, so everything was like incredible and everything else. So we were on a bit of an Expo come down, so there weren't much really. When you look back at it with hindsight, you've got to think that where the industry is at the minute, all Expo did was reflect where the industry is at the minute when we haven't had chance to open the world up back to vaping. So it was always expected to be that kind of side of it. And I think Grizz has just absolutely nailed it. When you look at it from our point of view, yeah, we like to go and do the networking on the Friday, but it's all about meeting people. It's all about having a laugh. It's all about doing something stupid. Do you know what? It's all about getting away from this camera for a few days, being a real person with people that you've known. And this is one thing that you absolutely nailed with Harley, is see these people that we speak to every single week in, week out on camera, and then walk up to each other in real life and just have it flow like it does naturally.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, obviously we've done it before, haven't we, Adam? Adam's been there since I first ever came into anything to do with vaping. I started off on Last at Summer Vapes with him, and we've been brothers all the way through it. And again,
is that why you know who he is?
That's how I know who he is. so that, as soon as we turned up, it's same as Bunny, same, and obviously it's the first time you and me met, isn't it? Well, we met the time before, but we didn't know each other as much as we do now, do we, Sean? So, and it was like Harley. I'd never met Harley, and it was like straight away, and that's what it's like.
I mean, I have to be honest. That this year's Expo, I've been to 4 now. And the other expos were what you would have expected of an expo. This one was totally different. It was a totally different experience, the actual expo itself. But this one was the best weekend I've had out of the 4. 100%.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
It was good. It was really good.
Get well soon, Bill.
Is Bill going?
Yeah,
Bill Richards is
well. He's got a migraine.
Oh, mate, big love, Bill. Big love, mate. I'll tell you what, we obviously the 3 Men in the Vape show last night. We did obviously the bit where you get the deals, and then they were on about the Crown 4. Now the Crown 4 I really did like, and I liked the Crown 3 as well. But when I reviewed the Crown 5, it was absolute pants. So I wanted to ask you two: is there any sort of vape devices that they've rehashed and they've just made an absolute crap of it that you could think of? And let us know in chat as well.
The first one's obviously any smoke tank. Because when the first smoke tank came out with the original TFs, the coil wasn't terrible. It wasn't I hate saying this because I used to hate smoke, but they weren't absolutely terrible back then. And then what they've done is not only have they reiterated the coil multiple times, they make it not cross-compatible. So a lot of the tanks didn't take the coil that you actually got on with in the last smoke tank, and then it just carried on. That tank wise, the kit wise, obviously the kit, unless it's got a decent chipset, is exactly the same thing as the last thing that came before it anyway. It's dual 18650 with buttons. But tanks are simple. The biggest one for me that was a bit of a letdown was the original not Oxford, off next mesh tank. Yeah, the off next mesh tank, because when I first tried that, I got sent 4 when they first sent them out. I got sent 4, and all 4 with the stock implemented coil, which was conical.
Yeah.
But all 4 were shit. They burnt out instantly. And then they sent me a couple of packs of coils out, and the coils were even worse. And they told me it was a first batch run. But you know, when a company go from making they just made the gear, and the gear was an incredible tank.
Well, you're totally right. Just going back onto the off, as I call it. You got it before me. You, like you said, you got loads of them before me, and then I got them sent later on. I think I must have got about 3 or 4 sent.
Yeah.
And there was nothing wrong with my coils, but I got into trouble because I gave one to Mark to review. So Mark did like this week-long vlog on it. Is it going to leak? Is it going to whatever? Yeah. I ended up messaging him, who sent you this? You know what I mean?
The first iteration were dreadful, but I think Smock. I don't agree with Matt. Matt put at the Aegis range. I think the more they do the Aegis range, I think they moved away from the original Aegis Max or the original Aegis that had the screw on bottom to the dual 18650, which had the flap, and the flap kept on breaking. So they did kind of go the wrong way, but the Aegis mods are still. I mean, I use the Boost Plus.
Yeah, but I think if you've got like the Aegis Pod, you've got the Aegis this, you've got the Aegis that. Why didn't you just come up with a new name for something?
Yeah, it's the same as the Dead Rabbit, isn't it? The Dead Rabbit's the same. I mean, they're still good ideas. You know,
the Dead Rabbit, original Dead Rabbit.
You know, they're still good, and everyone that comes out is still good. You know, but they could hire a new name on it. I think that Dead Rabbit's well dead now.
the moment that Heathen dropped away from it should have stopped being the Dead Rabbit, because it was the Dead Rabbit was always, to me, it was always designed with Heathen, and then they did the Dead Rabbit SQ, which was brilliant. In fact,
the SQ was really good. I've got it.
Dead Rabbit SQ single coil
really
was incredible.
Going to burn your lips, that.
They will do, because I don't know where drip tip.
It's
That's
like,
where the drip tip is.
V Thompson was just saying, I miss the cottage industry of aspects of it. Be taken over by Disney next. And I do say that in the vlog. It'd be nice to see companies like, I know Shy Tots was there, and the Amatoriums and people like that, Rochfords, even your proper coils. I know C coils were there. But nice to see that they just gave him a free stand just in that sort of place. You've got people like Mr. Anderson who's building his own mods. You've got Vape Smarter, these sort of UK companies. Even if little space that isn't being used, just say to them, look, here you go, get yourself in there.
You said it on your video about the whole where you used to be able to go down and there'd be like a random little stall, and we got our bloody Wasp Nanos.
Nanos there, yeah.
Me and Mark picked up a Twisted Messers Squared RDA a million years ago as well, and it's as they start to lose the day and lose the daytime, they started going, right, do you want it? I think we paid £10.
But I mean, there wasn't even
about £9 for those. No.
There wasn't even really any like vape shops there. Do you know, like where like Evo, for instance? Evo is has been a mainstay at Expo for years. And
Premier ECig wasn't there either.
Yeah, and
they've always been there. As soon as you walk in, and they've normally got the old shit, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, like selling it off for a tenner or a $5. You know what I mean?
It was like last time I went. Can you remember Asmodus?
Yeah.
When they were there, can you remember what they did last Expo in May? Not the one just gone, the one before.
Yeah.
And they did that thing at the end where if you pledge what you want to pay, and then you pick a thing out the hat. And if it comes out lower, so I think you had to put £20 down on the table. And you chose your mod or whatever it was that was on the table. Put £20 down, and if you pulled out, say, 15 or 10 or 5, you would get it for that instead, and they would give you the change. Like daft things like that were just so lacking.
I think what it is the problem that we're doing is we're looking at it as consumers, and we're looking at it like reviewers.
and yeah, but do you donate or just pledge it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pledge it, mate. Same thing, innit? Same thing.
It's synonymous with each other, really, isn't it?
It's not $7 million, though, is it?
It's true. They could turn around and go, yeah, a charitable donation of £7 million, please. Yeah. We can have this Kadama.
Hang on, you're not fucking taking me 20 quid. I only pledged that.
Yeah.
I pledged it, yeah.
They go like that, thank you.
And I loved it the bit where she went to it. Well, did you actually? If nobody knows what we're on about that Amber Heard trial when she split from Johnny Depp. She got $7 million, and she was going to split it between two charities. Well, she kept hold of it for nearly like 2 years and didn't give any of it to anybody before he even sued her.
Elon Musk pledged some for her.
Yeah,
instead, in her name.
In her name.
Fucking brilliant. But
talking about pledges, right? Talking about pledges and charitable funds. Before we open our wonderful bag of questions, I know that there may or may not be something coming up in June that could also be classed as charitable.
Yeah, so on the 16th of June.
Don't be so fucking positive about it, Sean. He fucking played it right into your hands.
I set that up and you went, oh, well, yeah, all right.
Yeah, well, you might understand why I'm being a little bit downhearted about it. So the 16th of June, is it the 6th? No, the 25th of June. I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
The 25th of June, which is 2 weeks on Saturday, there is going to be the Vaping Misfits Charity Live. Please go over there and sub to the channel and set your reminders for that. We have shed loads of auctions going on to raise money for 3 different charities, which is going to be, the charities are going to be Suffolk Rape Crisis, also Caresco, which do run food banks and mental health help with people that are struggling, and also Clare House Children's Hospice, who do a lot of work for children that are not well, terminal illnesses, things like that, and it's like a respite place for the parents, to give the parents a bit of respite, give the kids a bit of respite, things like that. And that's the 3 charities that we're raising for this year. Last year we raised £10,000 for different charities, but we raised 10 grand. And we are going to be doing some crazy challenges as well. Funnily enough, these guys have been peer pressured.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to use the peer pressure word because I know Adam likes to use the peer pressure word with it.
Do you know what? I'm finally glad that you've admitted it. You pure, unadulterated, peer pressured us into this. Aiden got peer pressured into it last year.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah, and this year
it's just a wonderful Lynn. She just does that lovely talk to you, right, and then before you know it, it's on your doorstep, and it's like there's no going back.
And this year I say, yeah, I'll do a smoothie, and then the next thing you know, this comes through, and then this comes through, and then you walk up to Jane at Expo, and she goes, "I've got something in my bag for you," and goes like that, and it starts as one thing.
Look at that. There's Fred's little brother.
No, that's Fred's brother who's brought like some sort of
pals. It's
green thing with it, and then something else. Now, last time it was Live Vape and Chill, who's got diabetes, by the way. He made me spew. I was thinking, oh, this tastes like nuts. I'm fine, and I tried to swallow it, and it was like dry. Where I should have just drank it with me drink, and it had gone down. But then that was it. It was coming back up again with the spiciness through my nose.
It was hilarious. It's burning. It's burning.
Horrible.
The worst thing is, right, and the worst thing about that thing that you've just shown up, I don't know if anyone watches The Boys. But
I've just watched some of it. I got sick of it.
I've just watched episode 3 of the new season, and there's a part where someone eats something, and all I could think is, I was looking at the scorpion the same way.
Don't say nothing about this. If it's something dodgy to eat, don't say anything, because Lynn's in chat, please.
No,
you got next year to come, mate. I'm not
saying it because it might include spoilers if no one's seen it. Good night, Paul. But
so me and Matt will be doing some crazy ass challenges. There is going to be some massive auctions. We've got Vapor SO got involved. Smock. There's quite a few decent companies got involved through networking at Expo. There's a lot of stuff going to be getting auctioned off. There's a lot of vape related items, but there's also a lot of non-vape related items getting auctioned off. But what I will say is, this coming weekend on the Misfits, there's going to be a trailer announced, and it is my first edit. I've never edited a video in my life. Aiden's already
seen really, really well, bro.
I've never edited a video in my life, but there is going to be this weekend released a trailer to the Stroman Challenge, which is a pre-recorded thing. It's a 10-minute long video, and it's a little snippet of what is to come. And it'll be getting released to the Patreon first. So anyone that's a Patreon, keep an eye on the Patreon page. It will be getting released on there, probably Saturday. And then we will be showing it on the Misfits Live on Sunday. And then it will be going on the YouTube channel. So keep your eye out for that, because it is bad.
Yeah, it should be cool.
But we've got some hellish challenges to come up. And like I say, please go over, sub to the channel, set your reminder, and you will be able to. You should be able to more than likely grab yourself a bargain.
This is the third one, is it?
Yeah, third one. We did one 2 years ago. We raised about $4,000. Last year we raised about 10 grand, and this is the third one. It's usually a little bit earlier in the year than this one. The reason we did the last two were May was because there was no Expo. So obviously, with there being no Expo, we did it on Expo weekend. You know, going back to the social side of it, we would normally all be hanging about together, and having a giggle. So we've always done it on Expo weekend because Expo hasn't been there, so we could all get together and stuff. So obviously, there's going to be guests. You know, Aiden, Adam, Vic, some other ones which I don't want to say much about. Yeah, 3 Men and a Vape. There's absolutely loads of guests coming on, and it'll be a right good giggle all night. It always is in it. I mean, you've been involved in both of them. Adam, you were involved last year. It was just such a good laugh. Yeah,
I've been involved. You know, I think the first year I didn't. I think I did. I don't think I did a trial on the first one.
I didn't last year, and obviously, I was showing my brother-in-law it earlier on and saying, "Look, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen on the night." And I was skipping through.
Well, do you know what I love, Adam? Is Louise is going to be here this time because she was poorly the last time, but she's going to be here and she's promised me she's going to help me do all the mixing and hold me bucket while I'm being sick.
Oh, Jackie said that she's not even watching it. After she's seen what's in these boxes and seen what's scattered around my desk, she went, "No, I'm not even going to watch it."
No, sorry, mate. Just get absolutely drunk. That's what I do.
There's Bunny in chat there. Obviously, this was one of the ones I didn't want to say anything about because I didn't know if they wanted to surprise people or what. Because obviously, I haven't talked to them about it yet. But the bitches will be there.
Oh,
all three.
Oh, wicked.
So it's going to be a good giggle. It really is, honestly. There's a lot of stuff goes on in the background of these things. I mean, it's been getting planned for 6 months, probably longer. And obviously, I do want to say a quick thank you to anyone that's in chat that is involved in the Patreon. Massive thank you to you guys because obviously it wouldn't have been possible without you guys. You have funded every challenge, a lot of the non-vape related auctions, some of the vape related auctions. You have funded that.
It just, I know we said this about, but the vape community is one of the best. It can be toxic at times, but it is one of the best communities for supporting. Again, we did the for the charity of St. Lucia. We ended up on the day, I think we raised 145, but then we got an extra. You put some extra in, and also Gary Hartland did as well. So we ended up raising 200, I think about £205. For that.
Jesus Christ, how much did Gary? I only put a tenner in.
yeah, Gary Hartland, big love to you, buddy. And to you as well. And to you, and it just shows how great this community is when we all stick together. And there's other people's charity lives that I've been on and done stuff with. It is absolutely fantastic.
I mean, going back to your vlog, mate, I think it's one of them things where. Another thing that you kind of epitomized in your vlog is the family side of it. We're all like a big fucking family.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. You know, we're all like brothers. You know, it's mad. This community is phenomenal. Like I say, we as the Misfits, we understand that, you know, financial situations is hard this year. We're not putting it out there to say we want to beat that target, we want to beat it again and raise the same amount of money. There's no obligation to donate. The donation link, if you join the Misfits Facebook group, or if, saying that, Lynn, can someone send me from the Misfits over the donation link and I'll quickly pop it in chat.
What the fucking hell are you talking to? He's back up there.
Oh, Steve, you're wondering it.
There's somebody up there.
That's where Vic is tonight. He's not with us, but he's on a shelf.
Please.
He's on a shelf. He's in the gantry with a headset on going, donation link. We need a donation link.
Yeah.
Just directed.
Adam, it is that time, bro. We've gone past the Hoppers 9.
Sorry,
it's
guys.
time for you, brother, to empty your wonderful sack of loveliness all over my face.
So I have, you got me then. I have had a request from the wonderful Toma a couple of times in chat Saying,
That was lovely. Yeah,
will I answer his question first? So, question is, as such, how do you explain to a non-smoker that passive vaping isn't harmful? I can start with this one. Super, super simple. Now, Toma, I will say this, you are going to find it incredibly difficult to change that person's mind. This is just get used to that fact, because no matter how much knowledge you have, they will not, and I repeat, not soak in anything that you say. But all you need to remember is VG is given to children. Vegetable glycerin in the form of glycol is given to children for whooping cough. PG is in inhalers. It used to be used in hospitals. It's been used in multiple things. But flavorings are the off thing. Now, they're not off in a certain way, because all of the flavorings that are used in e-liquid are also food grade sanitary. So nothing harmful, unless we talk about the old diacetyl and all that argument. But the food grade side of it is absolutely fine. Now, one of the other arguments for that point is, if you ever go into a nightclub and you see the smoke machine and you see someone stood in front of it, which they always do, and they go and blow it out, that is VG. Now, they wouldn't spray it into mass places if it wasn't safe to breathe.
Now, just my sort of side on this. Obviously, anything that you are breathing out, it could be anything. Obviously, with the nicotine and stuff, there is going to be a slight amount that's going to be out there. But there is no more difference than you walking down the high street and the amount of stuff that's being pumped out of the back of buses, cars, anything that sort of way to what you're going to be taking. Now, it's nowhere even close to what smoke would do. I'm not saying, and it's going to be, you know, like when they did diacetyl and they did other bits and bobs, the amount that was in it was minute. But because it's that word, it's what's jumped on it. I would be quite happy. I'm not going to sit down there and do it around where a baby is or something like that. Not only because I don't want to do it, and but my kids wander around and I vape, and I feel very, very safe. If I was smoking, I would be going outside. So it says a lot.
I mean, my thing would be, obviously, this was, I mean, I might be 100% wrong, but I'm positive that the same stuff goes in smoke machines at discos.
It does. VG does. VG is the main component of the fluid that they use.
But also in that fluid, there is water.
Yeah. I was just about to say it's water in VG. But the amount of times that you walk past someone and they got...
I've got flavors in mine. When I used to smoke shit, you know, I've got like Parma violets and I've got Red Bull and coconut, and I put flavors in mine.
When I come to yours, because obviously we're going to organise it, me coming up yours, aren't we? You need to put that shit in your studio. We'll just sit there.
Sat there, 20 like milligram Nick salts on that. 20 milligram Nick salts, just pressing the button, going, man, I can see the elephants.
The elephants.
The elephants are coming for me.
But
can I just quickly pause in between that question? The link, I'm putting it in now for the Just Given. Obviously, if you don't have to donate, but please share it out. The power of a share is sometimes a hell of a lot more powerful than a donation. So you can donate if you want, obviously, but please share it out. So there it is. It's in.
Why in my ears that I heard him say shart? The power of a shart.
The power of a shart.
I might have said shart, mate. I do often say things that I don't want to say.
I don't know if you've noticed.
Shit.
Thank you for your question, Toma. Thank you very, very much. So the wonderful Shrek's Vape Reviews, who I have seen, is in the bath while watching us. Please be careful. Don't drop your phone.
Yeah, someone just said idea for the Misfits Charity Live. Aiden drinks Shrek's bath water.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I'm not being bored. Can you imagine the size of that fucking bath?
I was just thinking exactly the same thing. I bet he's had to cut two baths, the ends of two baths, and weld two together. That guy is huge.
His legs must be dangling off the end, won't they, Adam?
Yeah, he's got his legs up on the wall next to the shower, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, at least you know his arsehole's clean.
Just be careful, don't drop your phone.
Yeah.
If we don't want a selfie.
Gary Hartland, love to see you, buddy.
Who's off to Expo in October?
Where we're staying, I don't know, because the actual Premier Inn
fully
is
booked
totally
already.
booked.
Well, my van might be ready by then. I've been on it all for the last 2 days.
As long as Jackie's all right with me making a pot noodle at 1:30 in the morning, I don't mind.
I'll be honest with you, it won't bother me that either, because I'll just hire a mattress in the back of mine. As long as I've got it, I don't know if Mick's still in chat, but as long as I've got a pointing trowel and a bottle of wine, I'll be sound.
Yeah. It's got no glass in it.
I can just imagine it now. You sat on edge at little bed that I've made, going, your stove won't light. I'll start going.
As well done.
I'm only having a pot noodle. Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going. We're all going.
Yeah, we are.
So
I'm even thinking. I'm totally honest. I don't know if it's going to be possible with work and stuff like that, but I'm actually thinking about going on the Thursday like normal, and I'm thinking about not leaving until the Monday. So you sort of get that. You can stay later on the Sunday, just chill out, and then on the Monday, because I think I'll be going on the train next time, and then just chill out.
We hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be going in van, so it don't matter how long we'll stop as long as I can get it off work.
Mick, is that a euphemism? Is that a euphemism? We need to sharpen your sword, Grizz.
I'm not staying in
it's
the
a
van
long
for
time
that.
since I had an offer like that.
Good evening, Les. So Jed Hall writes in, the wonderful Jed Hall. Do you agree with vapes on prescription? Will the kit they offer be high enough quality to be effective? I agree with it. I don't think we should solely go prescription, but I do agree with it. I think that if someone is prescribed it, so this is where my thought process goes with this. If it's prescribed, it becomes something that's medically enforced to a certain degree. If you go and a doctor says that you need paracetamol, you go home and you take paracetamol. If a doctor turns around to you and says
paracetamol.
Sorry,
I said that to kids. Sorry, it just popped in me. I'd like to say.
That's why there's no aspirins in the jungle.
See what the fuck's going on.
Paracetamol.
It needs a Tourette's assessment.
I have this, Sorry, Adam, to interrupt, mate. I have this though. Things are said, and it pops straight in my head, and I've got to say it.
That's the way it is.
Could be.
But that is why there's no aspirin in the jungle. But
he's with it.
But I think the moment that a doctor turns around to you and says, right, you're wanting to quit smoking, here, I've prescribed this, it'll probably be 18 milligram freebase, don't get me wrong. I don't think that they're going to go down Nick Salt's range and do something like that. I also have had this theory that it's going to be either a menthol or a tobacco, because that's the route that we seem to be going down. But I think it'll be something like an 18 milligram tobacco in a C4 or an EVOD, or maybe even disposable or something like that they can just start to go down the route with and see how they get on.
What you've got to look at is number one, is the big pharmaceutical companies going to start going, hold on a minute, we've got patches and gum and sprays. That's what you should be doing, because we do the tablets and stuff. But no, I think prescription is a very good idea, because it shows that 90% that it is better than the patches or the gum and stuff like that. What needs to be done, again, this is where I sort of come in to regulating vape shops, meaning that I don't mean absolutely make them pay tons and tons of money, but just where they can actually go around and make sure that these people are giving the right information and they're getting the right thing. So they could go with a little prescription and they go, right, we're going to set you up with a nice maybe little pen kit or whatever else, and set you off from there. They're going to have to give them two, so they've got one charger, because that's one of the biggest things, your battery's off. And I think they're going to get more people coming off the stinkies that way than they would buy the patches or the gums.
So the thing with it, and this goes down, Bunny might agree with me on this, the amount of people that we see come in the shop on nearly a day-to-day basis who go, I was trying to quit smoking, I went into X, Y, and Z shop, and they gave me a bloody Smok TFV 24 with a dual 18650 battery mod and go for it like that. The amount of times that we turn around to them and say, listen, that the kit's not good enough for what you need it to do. It means spending a little bit more, but let's put it this way. You're going to spend that little bit more, but you're going to get something that's potentially going to work for you, rather than something that you're going to walk around with. You're going to have 3 drawers on, you're going to put it in drawer at home, and you're going to pick up a fag. Because that's what's going to happen with these people that pick it up and go to big lung busters and vape this at 22,000 watts, and you'll be absolutely fine. It's got 3 milligrams.
Yeah, at 3 milligram in it, and you've just come off of like
40 an hour fucking.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not going to work. And the amount of people I've said this to is it's not going to work. Bunny makes a great point there as well. And this is why I'm saying things need to be regulated. You've got bargain booze selling disposables and e-liquid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You've got other places. It needs to be regulated so people are going to the right place for the right information and getting what they need.
I mean, I think with regards to prescriptions as well, I think it's a great idea, but I think the only thing that worries me about it, right, is the brick and mortar. Are all these people that are actually spending money in the brick and mortar then going to just go to the doctors and say, I need a prescription to get?
Yeah, but they're going to get paid. They're not going to just give them prescription and they're not going to get paid.
What I'm saying is it would be better if the prescription was to take to a vape shop, to give to the vape shop to get the whatever device it is. Is it?
So,
right.
Yeah, that's what I said. So the prescription, it goes from the doctor to the vape shop and they go, look, I've got a prescription. They then cash it in for whatever they've set them up with. And that's how they get paid. I feel the cost of what it would take for somebody to then later on down the line have cancer or everything else that obviously smoking gets, to the cost of that prescription. Now, sorry to go on about it, but these sprays, when they go there, they go to these non-smoking clinics. So what they've then got to do is they've got to breathe into a machine, which then works out if they've actually been smoking. And they have to go like every Monday. And it works out how, I think it's maybe the carbon monoxide, I might be wrong on it, of what's actually in it. So again, you're not just going to give this prescription to anybody where they go, I'll tell you what, here you go. They've got to turn up on a Monday or whatever day it is.
Yeah.
They'll be tested that they are not smoking.
Yeah.
Simon Davis has just put in chat, give them a Caliburn, a pack of coils, and a couple of bottles of juice, job done. That's exactly what it is. Give them some nice, simple little pod kit that can't go wrong. This is where we need to go, because obviously something like a Caliburn, you just get a pack of cocoa pods or a pack of Caliburn pods and just go, there you go. What do I need to do? Vape
Fill it up. Fill it up, leave it 5 minutes. And give them 2 as well. I think they should have 2. So they've got 1 charging, 1, but that's what you should do.
Sound. Thank you, Jed. The wonderful Fluff from Planet Shuffle. Age, can't remember. Well, the Nexus class Starship is holding up, and now the new updated holographic porn suite is up and running. More and more crew are complaining about the squeaky deck plate on G-Deck. To all casters, flash bang wallop and a big swirly thing. You have been transported to a parallel universe.
I need to start doing that every time he does that.
You do. A parallel universe where vaping is accepted as a healthier alternative to smoking, like we all don't know that already. But high wattage vaping are not allowed. Only devices that are 80 watt up to 80 watt are law, and there are only 2 companies, Smoan and Smok. Which device would you choose and why?
I would go with Smoan, and I would go with the Cylon. It was after the sort of the dodgy door at the bottom, it was a very, very good mod.
So, do we want to play the technical game, or do we want to bend the rules a little bit? Because Smok technically own quite a few companies, so we could go down the legal loophole role.
Yeah, well, they got Watofo, Ororoff.
Yeah. Then a few other rumoured. But, to be fair, the only Smok device that I have liked quite recently is the Novo 4. Novo 4 with some nice Nick salts. It's super restrictive, very, very nice, and fulfills that mouth to lung need that you need every now and again.
I'd have to go for something like the Nord.
Yeah.
You see, I'm not up to me 80-watt vapes because when I was when I was on Smock and stuff like that, I was on like 200-watt mods and stuff like that. So I haven't got a clue what would be vapable at 80-watt, to be brutally honest. But I would have to go for something like a Nord or something like that because I used to have a Nord and I enjoyed the Nord as well.
The Nord 2 were really good. It took the Nord and the RPM coils.
I'm not too into them Duck Dave mouthpieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Nord, the Novo 4 has got a smaller Duck Dave.
Yeah,
but it's still Duck Dave.
There was obviously the RPM as well, but again, that was a Duck, Duck fucking Bill fucking mouthpiece.
Dave. Why should Bill have all the fun?
Duck
So I call it the Duck Dave.
It was a Duck Dave.
And that is the wonderful William Dobson. Thank you
Will.
very much. Mario, the plumber, from my toilet, because I love taking my work home with me. Favorite video game and why? And what are you playing now?
God.
This should be a little bit more Sean. Again, if you've not gone over to his Twitch channel, get yourself over to there. He's funny as hell, and he's very good at playing games.
My favorite video game, right, and it's been the same for quite a few years, is 100% Call of Duty Zombies. That will always be my favorite. And if I'm honest, at the moment on me Twitch, I'm actually playing the Walking Dead Telltale series, because I only play zombie games over there, just in case anyone wanted to know.
Yeah.
But I only play zombie games over there. But I do often go on.
What about Minecraft?
Mate, that was a tester, and I did like it. I did. I fucking loved it. It was such a good laugh. Especially the 10 cans of Guinness stream that I did. That was bad. That was bad shit. But yeah, I mean, quite a few people have already followed the Twitch channel from when we did the UK Vape Show over on there. My Twitch channel will be back up and running at some point over the next week. I just haven't had time. I've been doing stuff for the charity live and stuff like that. I just haven't had time to do it. The Misfits is always going to be my number one, unfortunately. That's the thing.
Answer the fucking question. We don't need your life story.
Yeah. So that sorry, mate. Fucking hell. I wish Vic was back. Look at him. He's getting all military on us now.
I know.
Jesus Christ. It's only an hour and a half show.
So,
this is your life.
favorite game has got to be DuckTales on the NES. Absolutely adore that game. Honestly, one of the greatest games ever released with one of the best soundtracks ever. The moon theme. Honestly, the thing is, it were all 8-bit, so it used to go dong, 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 and that's all it used to do until the moon theme, which is epic. If anyone's ever heard it, it's amazing. But DuckTales, the game I'm playing at the minute is, well, I don't get much chance to play on computer, but I play PS4. I've got Ark Survival Evolved. That's what I've been playing recently.
Mine, since I was a kid, has always been like football management games. So I started off on Championship Manager, and then I've carried on playing Premiership Manager, which is now Football Manager. And I play that a hell of a lot. My other one that I play quite a bit is Civilization. Again, I played that from being a kid, and they're the two games that I'll play.
That's a good game, that.
I just turn into Putin, if I'm honest with you. I just sit there, build me. I'm always England. I'm never nobody else. I don't think I've ever played anybody else. I'm always England. Build that navy up, and I'm off to war. Get the planes.
Talking about navy, me and Jackie watched Top Gun Maverick the other night.
I'm so desperate to go and see.
Why is it
Don't
holding
spoil
his
it.
breasts?
No spoilers.
I don't know. It was.
I watched Top Gun last night.
Matron.
GoldenEye. People are
GoldenEye. That was a brilliant game.
Yeah, absolutely. I adored that.
That is getting remade.
Yes, I know it is. I seen that the other day.
That is getting remade.
I used to love playing that, and then I used to play against my little brother, and I'd get the golden gun, instant kill.
Was that where you had to run through the map dead quick? You had to do all the objectives dead quick, and you used to have to get 00 agent.
Yeah.
And double agent was the difficulty, but you have to get like a S class or whatever it is on the.
Pete Thompson's doing a lot of blushing. Who sung the theme tune?
To
Goldeneye.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner, yeah.
Tina Turner.
How Bond.
But yeah, love that game. Absolutely good. That game. It was good. I know, William. That was the wonderful Ewan Haynes. Thank you very much, Ewan.
Lovely bloke as well.
Yeah.
Got to get my second-hand tent and living back under Bentley Bridge.
It's down the road.
To all, what books do you like to read, and what was the last book you did read?
Argos.
The same.
I was just reading Littlewoods magazine and I got stuck.
And that because I forgot my phone. You know when you get to the toilet. I actually call them poo books. That's what they are. So I have one next to the toilet. I love a lot of the gangster sort of stuff, back in London in the day. So like your Craze, Pretty Boy Short, Lenny McLean, them sort of stuff.
I can just imagine you reading the Argos catalogue and saying, "Oh, stop! I'm in a good bit."
I am, yeah.
I'm at the toys.
Yeah, I just got to swing ball. You know what I mean? I'm thinking $22.99. That's a deal, that isn't it?
Yeah, absolute bargain. Is it one of them weighted ones, or do you put sand in bottom though?
No, I bet you have to make a hole. It was cheap.
22's too much for that then.
Yeah, 22.
You got to buy a separate mallet.
A mallet.
Yeah.
What's a mallet?
A mallet.
A mallet.
It's the same as a mallet. It's the same thing. It's like pledge and donate.
It's a mallet. Yeah, so I like me biographies, sort of like the gangsters of old from down London.
Me and Jackie both love reading. I haven't read in a long time. I do like murder mysteries and I like thrillers and stuff like that. I've adored Dan Brown's books. Not them ones. But probably, I can't remember the last book I read, actually. It was probably The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. But
I'm going to have to go. Are you done?
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Right, so I don't like reading. I hate reading. I'm not a reader. The last time I read a full book was probably in year 3 at school. So I'm going to have to go for Topsy and Tim, guys.
Yeah, Bob had a ball. Bob had a red ball.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go for Topsy and Tim. That's it.
Max Power. That was last thing
honestly,
I read.
I have never read a book that has more than 30 pages.
I must admit, I as well as I like Stephen King stuff, I've read a hell of a lot of his stuff. You can get really immersed. I think a lot of that's now gone nowadays. People picking a book up and using their imagination. I also, when I was a kid, talking about books when you were a kid, I used to like them ones, like now turn to page 8, you've just got killed by a zombie. Them sort of.
Oh, they were good,
Yeah.
The adventure books.
Yeah.
Like Dungeons and Dragons for no friends. Sit there and read it on your own.
It is, yeah, it is. Just going back, obviously we talk about computer games and reading and stuff like that. There's a number of apps, like on your phone that you can get where they actually ring your phone and you've got to solve this murder. This woman's gone missing, and
they send you texts and shit, don't they? Yeah,
they send you texts and all that, and it's free as well. And you sort of like you can read what they've put on WhatsApp, and you've got to work out who's the actual killer of it. And it takes roughly about 7 days, and each day they like sort of ring you with another piece of information. Corking game.
So next time Aiden doesn't get his reviews out, you know what he's doing.
I'm sat down there waiting for a call.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's normally from school.
He's checking some fucker's WhatsApp for evidence.
Yeah. I'm telling you now. He said he were out.
It was the butler. It was the butler.
Yeah. With his good hand.
Take my strong hand.
I love that bloke.
That was the wonderful Paul Dowling. I always get it wrong.
Dowling.
Captain Birdseye, 82. Atlantic Ocean. Everyone loves fishy fingers.
Do you know Aquaman?
The best thing about it,
That's
Does
not
he
the same
do
motion.
fish? Does he do the fish? That's
Does
the
he
question. Aquaman.
Does he do the fish? What, do him? Like, do him,
Yeah.
do him?
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know.
I think a lot of them would be happy because everybody thinks
We'll
he's
have to
really,
ask
really
him.
fit.
Yeah. For a change, I love this. For a change, non-vaping related question. The best thing about it is all of these questions so far have been non-vape related, just about. Are any of you Stranger Things fans? If so, what's your opinion on the new series? And if not, what TV series are you looking forward to or enjoying at the moment?
Well, can I just say about this? If you've not been over to TikTok, please go over to TikTok. The Vaporist. Now that you did a little bit of a live about this, didn't you, the other day? Can I just say to you, do you realise why I keep pressing the heart thing?
Because you like it?
No. If you press it, well, I do like it. But
You like it?
if you keep pressing it at the top, you're on this like little bar, and the more you get, the more it goes out to other people's For You page.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't want you to think I was just, oh, fucking hell, he's a dickhead. He just keeps pressing
No,
it.
I like
You know what I mean?
Aiden.
Adam sat there thinking, Aiden loves this very, very much.
So
I was on the shitter and I thought, right, sorry, I'm going to get him as high as I can.
I absolutely super nerded over this. So, like, Stranger Things, if you are just a nostalgic kind of person, is really good. If you like teen drama kind of aspect, along with nostalgic thriller, throw it all in, it's amazing, right? It's really, really good. And season 4 is very, very, very good. But if you have done a little bit of research and have a bit of a super nerdy brain like I have, something is coming in season 5, right? And I think it's going to come at the end of season 4. And I don't want to spoil anything.
I think that's going to be the last season as well, am I right?
Season 5 is the last season.
Yeah.
But in Dungeons and Dragons, right, the campaign that they're following, the Mind Flayer, the Vecna, and everything else, and the Demogorgons and everything else are all part of a course to lead to something else. So they lead to something else, and this something else is the big bad of said campaign that happens with the Mind Flayer and everything else. If they follow that journey, season 5 will absolutely blow you away. Obviously, it's the final season as well, so.
I've got to admit here. I watched the first one of Stranger Things, and I didn't watch the first couple of episodes. I didn't really get into it. Anyway, I knew this 4 had come out, and I was sat down here. I think I was editing the vlog, and I thought, sorry, I'll watch it. So I just binge watched the full series, and I thought I'm quite into this. So then I've gone back to the front. I'm thinking, God, they're young, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're ever so young.
And the the main character in the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Finn Wolfhard plays Egon Spengler's, spoiler.
Grandson.
Yeah.
Oh, I cried that when he comes to the end.
So it's been announced today.
It gets announced at the beginning, mate. Don't worry about it.
It's been announced today, well, yesterday on Ghostbusters Day, that the working title for Ghostbusters 2, so Afterlife's sequel, is Firehouse.
Oh my God.
Is Firehouse. That's the working title for it.
I love the idea of that. I hope they go back to the old place.
They are going in. It is going to be based in New York.
Pissed me off with that? They did that one with the girls, which I really do like them two together.
I do, but the film was dreadful.
Melissa McCarthy and
it
what's her
was
name?
really, really bad.
It was a shame as well because it did have potential. That it
just didn't work for me.
It did, but they just went. Do you know what? The original Ghostbusters never existed.
Yeah,
and we are the original Ghostbusters. Instead of we're a group of women that have taken inspiration from the original Ghostbusters, and we're going to do it our way. We're going to show girl power, and we're going to do it our way. They didn't. They just went, nah. The original Ghostbusters didn't really happen.
Well, kind of like what they did with the new one, because the main character was a girl.
Yeah, but that was fine.
But fully acknowledged the first film.
Everybody else in the old turned up at the end.
Fucking well done, Aiden. We were on about no spoilers.
Oh, sorry. I'll tell you, they were just saying here as well about Obi-Wan Kenobi. It is absolutely brilliant.
I haven't started it yet.
Lovely feel of Star Wars. And also the new Star Trek is really, really good. Again, going back to sort of like your Next Generation, your Deep Space Nine. it's going back to that sort of way of things, and I'm really enjoying that as well.
Now with me, the actual Stranger
Yes, it
Things,
does, Alan.
I'm a bit like Aiden. Stranger Things, I've never really watched it. It's on my list to watch, but I've never really watched it. But one I'm looking forward to is the final season, the final part of the last season to Walking Dead.
Oh, me too.
I'm a massive
you know what?
zombie fan.
I stopped
love it.
watching Walking Dead when Jackie might be watching this. So Jackie, please close your ears for a second because she does want to catch up with it. When someone went, when one of the main characters, that's all I'm going to say. I know who it is.
I know who you're talking about.
When he went,
everybody knows who you're talking about.
Yeah, but when he went, and I kind of went, I like Daryl. Don't get me wrong. I like Daryl, but Daryl has to be the hard guy for someone else.
Do you know what I didn't like? I wish they'd have gone down a different. Obviously, they're coming from the comic book, but I wish they'd have gone down. I wish they'd have gone down a different route with the Whisperers.
Yeah,
and the cut off.
Yeah, and I was hoping that the Whisperers was actually the zombies had actually sort of like evolved.
So the problem with that
it was a clan, but it was actually that they'd evolved and they could move. You know, that sort of way. I think it'd have changed it.
The problem with this is where the sort of super nerd in me comes out again, because the problem with Walking Dead is they strayed too far away from the comic,
way too far,
which is a good thing. Which is a good thing because they get to make their own storylines, and people who have read the comics don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they try and pull things in from the comic that kind of fall flat. Like the Whisperers in the comics are awesome, like incredible. Alpha is like one of the best characters to ever walk into Walking Dead. But in the comics, in the show, they kind of go, well, they're just a group of survivors that are walking around, and
I mean, there's loads of characters in the Walking Dead that don't exist in the comics.
Daryl exactly
does not exist in the comics, and he's turned into probably the fan favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I say turned into. He's probably been fan favorite from, when he had that bit fling with not fling, but there was a bit of flirtation going on between him and Carol. That was kind of when everyone fell in love with him. But I think I'm looking forward to, because I know there's only 8 episodes left.
With Rod Stewart.
I know there's only 8 episodes left, and I know there's a hell of a lot needs to be done because I know the comics as well.
The one that I'm looking forward to is Cobra Kai.
Oh yes,
I adore Cobra Kai.
Phenomenal.
I even learned how to do the Billy bottle flip.
I think it's absolute shit.
Do you not like it?
No, because it's like, especially the last season, it turned into fucking
High School Musical.
Karate Kid the musical.
Yeah.
Oh, like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you in the face. Asshole, grasshopper, bang!
Oh, where's Miguel gone?
And it's like, what?
To the bridge.
Yeah. And what's going to happen in the end? And I said to Lou, if that girl does a fucking crane kick, I'm going to lob it at the television. This is stupid.
I don't think she will. I don't think she will, because they've already done the take the mickey of the crane kick. And this is all about Cobra Kai meets Miyagi-Do.
The next season, I think, is going to be a bit different to what everyone's seen already, though. Because it's going to be all about finding, what's his name? Johnny's son.
Yeah.
Going to be all about finding him. Who do you think is going to be the dad?
I don't know,
because that is going to be that's going to be a revelation. That
and Chosen now runs Miyagi-Do,
along with, which is rumored, so no spoilers. Her out of the next Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That's rumored that she's going to come back, and it's also.
I didn't even like that one that Will Smith's son were in.
That was dreadful. Jackie Chan as Mr. Miyagi was supposed to be awesome. But he just goes, no, I am actually just playing the original.
I'm just
Miyagi
Jackie Chan. That was what it was. It was like he was gonna play Miyagi, but he just played Jackie Chan.
Yeah, just a big shout out to Cool VFX. By the way, here from the UK, guys. Cheers. It's hot here now. Big love to you, buddy. I hope you're safe wherever you are, mate. And please believe
I can't do
all of us are behind you. Betty Vapes hands. Big love to you, mate. And I hope.
Rob more
fat. Not be a mate, but
Mowgli Vapes at Umbrella Academy, cracking. I haven't watched the latest season that's just been, but The Sandman as well. That comes out on Netflix very shortly.
Umbrella Academy, right? I've got a question for you because that one I've only heard of that recently, right?
Yeah.
Has it
Now
got
I'm
Rihanna
a
in it?
massive, I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. Is it to do with Umbrella?
No. It's based on a comic that was written by the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Right. Fair enough.
It's really good. It's basically following on with the rest of the superhero at school sort of life, but not. It's like, I want to say it's bootleg X-Men, without sounding disrespectful, because that's kind of what it is. But it's really good.
Because what I noticed was when I seen the thumbnail for it, there was like the guy out of the new Resident Evil Umbrella fucking Raccoon City. Welcome to Raccoon City. There was the guy out of that plays Albert Wesker, but it was massive. Really good. So I was thinking, I wonder if it's anything to do with that. And I'd never heard of it until last week.
It's really, really good. It's good. It was written by Gerard Way. I want to say his surname is the lead singer out of My Chemical Romance wrote it. But that was the wonderful Martin Saunders.
If you're looking for a couple of other ones to actually watch, Manifest is really, really good. And also From is very, very good. Watch From. I'm
looking forward to the new Game of Thrones spin-offs as well.
No, that's
did you see that one of them got cancelled?
Which one?
One of them got cancelled. I can't remember which one it were, but they spent $300 million making the first 2 episodes.
Is it the Night Walkers one, the White Walkers one?
Yeah, I think so. But it got cancelled. That was the wonderful Martin Saunders. Thank you very much. Cracking question. Craig Welsh writes in, something clever, blah, blah, funny, bloody hell, I'm hungover.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Not like him.
No.
He's been on moonshine.
Suppose we have to do this one. It is I, Adam, more boring than good old boring Mike Vapes.
I've read this.
Hutton, today's react will be me reacting.
Can I stop you 1 second? I thought you weren't supposed to cheat, Adam. That's what you said to me last week. Aiden, sorry.
No, well, I thought I'd take a little leaf out of your book.
Yeah.
So,
got to.
I took the leaf from the fucking premiere in. It's still there.
Sorry, Adam.
Let's start again. It is I, Adam, more boring than the good old boring Mike Vapes. Hutton. Today's react, we will be reacting to one of my old videos of me reacting to a reaction of a react on paid drying. I've never been so excited. In fact, I'm so excited that I might have a go watching Mary Poppins with an old sock to calm down. Don't forget to use Adam's Poppins 10 at checkout. To all casters, what is your favorite humming noise? Is it Is it The last one is my favorite, which is a fridge humming. Told you I was boring. Thank you, your friendly neighborhood Irishman.
I'm lost.
You've just done yours there, Aiden.
No, I do it. That's what I do. It all depends which situation you are in, actually, doesn't it? If you're getting down and dirty, then it can be a different, can't it? But if
I'm so glad I wasn't fucking reading that.
And obviously, if you sat down there like looking at your kids, going, "You're talking shit to me," and it's like, or if you just can't be asked to listen to your wife talking about your mother-in-law and what she's done all day, it's like,
I like the food one. My favorite is after food. You know when you have that first bite of something really nice and you go,
That can be actually done with a sexual one as well, really.
That was what I was going for, the sexual one.
The humming one.
Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah?
That's what me and Jim were doing.
How many people out there now just done it?
Can I get a yeah?
If I did that now, right, I'll put money on that. If I open that door now, Fern would do it.
Can I get it?
What was that?
I was waiting for it.
I thought we're an Indian, like sort of getting his nads caught in his tent.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kieran Doyle, and thank you very much, Vic, for giving him permission to use me in one of his Pink Panthers 10. Sunshine Bear.
He didn't give him permission, he nominated you.
yeah, exactly. Sunshine Bear on a fluffy cloud should never ask a bear her age. If you were a Care Bear, what one would you be? I'll start this one. So I would not be a Care Bear. I would be Braveheart, the lion. Because I bravely came out and said words in defense of other people. So I consider myself Braveheart. I'm sure his name's Braveheart.
I'll go with that.
The lion.
Yes.
It won't be funny. He just wants to show his fucking ass, doesn't he? No, it's not.
Where's your tail? Where's your tail?
I know.
It's in between his legs.
Threadbare. Simon Davis. I've just seen this scraggly old Care Bear with like a really dull light in his chest going, oh.
I've been here for ages. I've not had a poo for 3 weeks. I'd probably be Vodka Bear. That's what I'd probably be.
You'd make a really good vodka bear.
Would you? Only trouble is I get a bit fed up of everybody ringing me out.
I
Two
think
shots in my cup.
You see, I never really. I need to fucking get rid of this shit off. I've just noticed this.
Diabetic farts, Bear.
I've just noticed this shit in the bottom of the corner, bottom corner of the screen off Epic Games. Epic Games is giving us grief, and it's come up on the screen. Shocking. I would probably go.
Well, that made loads of fucking sense to us, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people watching would have noticed.
It's Vic there going.
Yeah,
Chris?
there's probably loads of messages in UK Vape Show chat. I would probably. I never really watched Care Bears. My dog stepped on a bee. I would probably have to be a Teletubby.
V. Thompson, we're a vaping show. I think you're not wrong one. We don't do political things really.
Yeah, I'd probably have to be a Teletubby. You know, best friend of Hoover. Not really far from home when I was younger. You know what I mean? Yeah, that Teletubby for me. Tinky Winky, fuck it, the big fat one.
You're reading it as well.
Hey,
yeah, he's reading it.
reading what?
I don't know. Either that or you squinted at your cock.
I was reading. It was there somewhere. It was there a minute ago. Name. Mr. Concrod. Age. Who knows? Sometime in the 70s. Location. I'm still lost in the NEC from Expo. My question to you guys is, have any of you tried Darkstar e-liquid? Additionally, I've heard so many people, vape shops included, saying to start the wattage low on a fresh coil. Is that actually a necessary step after priming and letting a coil soak? Every shop seems to say different methods.
I think it's a good idea. Start it off low. You're not just whacking it with a load of power. Make sure you prime it. Make sure you leave it long enough. Don't let your tank, we mentioned this last week.
Yeah.
Don't let your tank go too low. Fill it up as often as you can do. And also give it a fluff around the sides. We said that. But yeah, start it off on low wattage. Give it a few little pulls and you're away. As for, what was the other question?
Darkstar liquids.
I don't know because nobody else has them apart from Flat Cap Vapor. So
Yeah.
I've tried them before. I
love your Flat Cap.
There are some good juices in.
Yeah,
I
I've
like
heard they're good. I've never
bottle
tried them.
shots.
I always say with
coils.
coils, look at the recommended wattage. Run it at between 10 and 5 watts below as you're warming it up. Let the juice sit in it for a little bit, but run it 5 to 10 watts under. Don't consistently run it under, but just give it a couple of primer pulls. You don't share.
I mean, what I liked about Darkstar, I mean, there's probably other companies do it as well, but Darkstar, I remember when I was on True Vapors and they did Darkstar sponsored it for a bit, and we got a choice of having one of the bottle shots, and I like the idea of, you know, if you've never mixed before and you fancy a go of it, you know, I know it's not mixing for you get all the concentrates on one. And then the other one, it tells you how long to leave it to steep and shit like that. And you can kind of get a taste for mixing juice, you know. I mean, there's probably loads of other companies that do that now as well. But I remember when back in the it must be 5 years ago. I got one of Dark Star's bottle shots, and it was like that. That's what I liked about it.
What's the price for a bottle shot? Is it something like between £10 and £15?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't had it for ages now.
And then
Flat Cap will probably tell you better.
You could then just obviously get the base mix. You add it with your nick, and it's going to work out a hell of a lot cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like I say, it's that taste of the mixing side of things. You know, you're mixing them together. It gives you that taste if you'd want to be doing that. Flat Cap will tell you how much they are. I haven't got a clue.
No, he don't, because he gets them codes.
What? Yeah.
He gets them codes.
Make sure you get hold of the Flat Cap to get your codes.
Yeah.
It's always nice to spread the love.
That was the wonderful Connor Smith. Thank you very much, Connor. Ben Martin writes in.
Right.
He says it works out about £50 or 250 mil. How weird's that?
All I know is Flat Cap 10 makes it cheaper.
Mate, your
boring
sack is
intro,
brimming.
as I'm knackered and can't think of any inventive or entertaining. Squonking, what would be each caster's entry-level setup dream team combo, mod and RDA for each, please?
I used to love my Pulse. I used to absolutely love my Pulse BF.
Yeah. I showed mine off earlier on. I adore, it's a massive clunky mod, but the Rage with the Dead Rabbit SQ or the original Dead Rabbit, I absolutely adore it.
What was the question again?
Squonker, what would be your dream setup or beginner entry?
I've got it. I've got the which Les Wardle gave it me. I've got the Spade from Vicious Ant, and also on top of that, I've got the Jenna RDA.
Elitist.
Elite, that is very elitist. I mean, you can pick a Radiant for next to no nowadays.
It's up there.
It's just going to show it off now.
Yeah.
I do use it now.
What were them jammer bottoms? I need to know what them jammer bottoms were.
It's Family Guy. There you go. Nice little setup.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Tidy, that.
It is beautiful. But that is it. I am empty. I am satisfied.
I'm covered, mate. Covered.
Sorry, V. Thompson. I didn't realise what was being said. I just all of a sudden it was like sort of spamming loads of stuff about politicians. I didn't realise they were on about vaping. I'm sorry. I apologise.
But I am empty. I'm tired.
You're empty.
You made a right mess. All over me face.
Thank you so much to everybody who has gone into Adam's sack and left their comments. Make sure you get over to the UK Vape page.
I was worried.
UK Vape Show page.
I was worried what you were going to say there. Left there. I was like, comments.
Make sure you get over and leave us next week. Make sure that his sack is nice and full.
That
was a good old full sack, that, like.
It was. I'll tell you. I had to check it at end and everything.
Did you?
Flick it off. I was about 3 seconds away from getting curtain out.
Did you? I was just about to say, did you wipe it on the curtain when you were finished?
It's called the whip it, innit?
Yeah. It's when it goes
Stick it in,
out.
whip it out, wipe it on the curtain.
But thank you, everyone. And do you know what? Not only I, but everyone on the panel absolutely adores seeing your questions. Even when we do have a sneaky little looking day or anything like that, to see your questions, we get through as many as we can. But if you don't get answered, please do me a favor. Still put your questions in, even if it's a repeat of last week, if you know that you haven't been heard. Also, if you are watching on the replay and you want your comments read out, please do me a favor, comment below this video. And I will go back next Thursday and I will pull that comment from the replay. If you haven't got Facebook or anything like that, I will pull your comment off the last video and I will read it out.
We'll have to do an intro like, here's all the cool cats from the replay.
I'm sure I can facilitate that.
Replay bag empty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the re-bag. Or the tea bag. Sorry, I thought you were going to say something then.
No, I felt my tea bag get a bit warm then. As you said tea bag, I got a tingle.
Did you shout?
Filthy tea bag.
Oh.
Dirty tea bag.
So it's we obviously have missed Vic this evening, haven't we?
Yes, we have. We hope he gets better. We hope he's feeling right as rain. Obviously, his videos have started coming back out again. He's been doing his job, everything. And the poor kid, they've just upped his tablets and he's feeling a little bit ropey, bless him. So we all hope that Vic starts to feel a little bit better. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we were sat here talking a little bit earlier on. So what you're at, 1,820 subscribers, is it something like that? Ladies and gentlemen, while you're about, make sure you go and give Adam a cheeky little sub. We want to get him to his 2K. Yeah. So if you're watching this now live and you're not subscribed to the wonderful Adam, get yourself over there and subscribe to him. Also, if you're watching on the replay, just go there. The links are down in the description. Go and give him a cheeky little subscribe. He's a corking reviewer and an absolute amazing bloke. Let's get him to that 2K. Right, I'm at 1,822 at the minute. So not doing too bad. Mr. Flatcap, thank you very much.
Ah, Flatcap, you're a star, brother.
Do you know what? I don't mind flicking my nipples actually off my chest for you now.
Oh, man, I tell you what, he just walked around Expo with a nipple on constant. He was like them girls.
I'm gonna be honest now, right? I seen your vlog, Adam, right?
Yeah.
And Flatcap's calves are fucking unreal.
Honestly, the man...
Unreal.
Do you know what? I was going down to look at the back of his... If no one's seen the vlog...
He's going down on Flatcap.
I go down on Flatcap's shoe. And the reason I go down on his shoe, right, it did say FCV on the back of his trainers, right? The man had personalised Flatcap Vapor trainers. But what I got...
I never even noticed that.
No, because what happens is there's a gratuitous sort of massive calf muscle here. And I'm like...
It was like, do you know when you watch? Have you watched the film Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, right? And you see that bit where he I think he stands on his tiptoes at something. I can't remember what it is, and his calves it's like there's just fucking lines everywhere.
Yeah,
that's what his calves are like.
Exactly.
Hold on a minute. Flatcap spent all of Expo pretending to limp.
Yeah.
And his poor wife, Gemma, I absolutely love Gemma. Big love to Gemma.
Yeah.
She sat there overloaded with bags. She'd got loads and loads of bags, and he's like pretending to limp. And then when nobody was watching, he wasn't limping.
No, he was running. I seen him run.
I didn't see him limp once when we were at the awards.
To be fair, if you watch that video when he's coming to the table, you can see him go like that. And I'm not sure if it's a limp or
my leg.
It's the maracas. It's the maracas. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Poor old Gem was loaded with bags.
Yeah, like a pack horse, just walking round.
Poor lass.
I'll tell you, it was like, what was that game called?
Buckaroo.
That's the one. One more bag and she'd have just gone, fuck!
Yeah, Live Lounge Liquids has just said that wasn't limping, it was calf lunges. See?
Calf lunges.
It was calf lunges.
I seen him pop. You did hide it well.
You did hide it well.
Especially to be fair, I did walk over.
Carrying all your bags.
To be fair, I did walk over. I walked over to this counter, and I think it was Sunday morning, and Gaz and Gemma stood there, and he were literally leaning against the table, and I thought, if he goes down, someone's got to yell timber, because he's big. Every
time you walk past me, I just had that tune in my head. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a bit taller. I wish I was 5 foot.
Yeah. But
you see why? Oh, you can obviously see why he played basketball. He's a very tall gentleman.
I mean, I've got to say, I mean, Shrek, another one, very tall, and I've got a picture of me and Shrek, right, where I've had to point the camera up over to take a selfie. Like that.
Shrek's one big unit.
He is a big unit, massive. Like Vic said last week, he's a mountain.
Yeah, he's a unit. But then you've also got Mick from Live Late Night Vape Show.
I've got my biggest apologies to give to Mick, right? I was in full ADHD mode while I was running around Expo, and I literally run past him. And listen, Mick, I'm so sorry. I will make up to you, I promise, right? With a giant, I will just dive on you. I'll dive on you in October.
And then it was like Paul McCartney. Obviously, we had these units. Paul McCartney, he's a massive.
Yeah, he's a big lad.
And I think he's about 6 foot. I think he must have been the same sort of size. Not what as you watch on the photographs. Not that much smaller than Flatcap. But yeah, no, some big people. You're either a midget like my brother and Vic, or we would like sort of the people in between, won't we?
Yeah.
Connor, Stevie don't have a Misfit, have a YouTube channel yet. That might be something that's coming up later. I don't know. But he hasn't got a YouTube channel yet.
I have
I
got
promised to give a vaping merchant a sub, not a politician, a vote. You do right.
Yeah.
Just talking about that, we don't talk about politics, but it doesn't matter who we get in power. We're all going to be in shit anyway, so it makes a difference.
100%.
Right, is that it?
That's it. We're at that mark.
Say your goodbyes, Shawnee boy.
Yeah, thank you everyone in chat, Spanners for keeping us safe. You know, the usual stuff. I love doing this show. Love it. Love you guys. It's epic. Get well soon, Vic. Big love to you, bro. And remember, the Misfits Charity Live is coming up in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks on Saturday night. 12-hour Charity Live. Please jump over, sub to the channel, and set your reminders because the stream is scheduled. So please set your reminders for that, and you will be there. But other than that, always remember, people, fuck shit and monkey tits, and bye.
Over to the wonderful Retro Vape TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm going to reiterate what Sean said. Thank you, Spanners, for keeping us safe tonight. You are absolutely epic, as always. Everyone who has joined us in chat and all the new chatters. I think I've seen some new names tonight, and I really, really enjoy seeing people's new names. People who came over and filled the bag up. Like I said, absolutely. Do you know what makes my week? It actually makes my whole week, right? When I get that every week and I get to read everyone's comments and the people's comments that go onto the bag. And like I said, if you don't have Facebook, don't have a chance to get over onto Facebook, do me a favor, drop a comment in this video and I will rip the comment out of this and I will bring it over. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everyone who has come over and subscribed. There will be videos returning back to the channel next week. I've been doing the van build this week. So next week we'll get some videos out before I go on holiday next weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, big love. Thank you, boys, for casting with me. You are absolute legends, and at least someone knows me.
Rob or more fat.
While we say that, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get over to Adam's channel, Retro Vape TV, and go and give him a sub. Big love to Vic. I hope you're feeling better tomorrow, buddy. I know you've been working hard at the office of this job that you don't actually do. Big love to everybody in chat. You make this show. Without you, we are nothing. Thank you so much for it. And the Spanners. Make sure you go and check out my Expo vlog. We will be back, hopefully, with Vic next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. You've heard that before, haven't you, Adam? Good night, sir.
Many, many times.
Wave, kids.
Fist flaps.
Bye.
Fist flaps.
Hello there.
I almost forgot I was casting there.
See you later.